Hello everybody, and thank you for coming back to the channel, and welcome to this video about the maiden flight, hopefully, of the Mosquito. It's been a couple of months already since I finished this one, but finally the weather conditions are good and there's nobody on the airfield. That's why I come in so early. I don't think it's even 6 o'clock in the morning. It's always a bit nerve-wracking before the first flight to see if it'll actually fly. So I'm going to put in the battery, I'm going to put in maybe a bit of weight in the nose and see if I can maybe run it around the airfield or the strip, the landing strip, to see if it's how it behaves. So let's see, follow me along. So the battery is inside and it's now twitching a little bit on its own, which is strange. I noticed also that the tissue is not as taut. That means that there's a bit more humidity. It happened also with the Gladiator, I remember. Maybe it's a point to put more of the dope on, or put some dope. I haven't put any dope on this one. It's a bit more fragile like this, right? But let's see. I'll take it out to the runway and try to do some testing. Let's see. So the plan is to fire it up. Let's start up the engines and try to taxi around a little bit and see how it behaves, and then change the battery. As it's got the two engines, the battery won't last very long. Maximum would be 10 minutes on one engine at full power, so I can't go more than 5 minutes at the absolute maximum. So let's see how it behaves. Let's see. It's too bumpy, isn't it? To try to turn it around. Let's see if it comes back. I don't want the propellers to hit the ground because it's they're glued on. Now you can't even turn it to the right. I'll go and fetch it. The runway is somehow very rough, so it gets hooked up. Bit of a faster test so the tail wheel could come up and into the grass. I'm not sure if the grass would be better or not, but as it's wet it would actually damage the tissue probably, so let's see. Again, it turns left, right? So it has this left turning tendency, which is normal as it has two propellers actually trying to turn it left. Let's see if I point it a bit differently. And it tips over every single time, right? So one of the propellers has become unstuck. I'm going to try to do a faster taxi. Let's see if there's any chance. And the propeller pops off. That's not good, right? Maybe I should have put on more glue. I didn't want to put on too much glue so as not to break the axles or anything. So let's go on testing and then we'll see. I can't really seem to be able to control the left turning tendencies even if I'm putting full right rudder. So and then when I put in full power, then a propeller pops off. So not good yet, not good. I'm also thinking maybe a hand launch might help. Yeah, I hope the propellers haven't broken. Let me take you with me this time. I did manage to get the tail up in the air, but it's so bumpy that then it eventually nosed over. And let's see the damage. Yeah, one propeller is gone. So that's the end of the experiment for today. So maiden flight was just a flight of the tail a little bit. So let's see, I'll debrief them later. Let's see how I do it or how and when I can come back. And here we are, another day, very early again. I've changed the broken propeller and I've put another broken propeller which is less broken, so let's see if it works. And let's see if I managed to take off. I've put another weight in the nose, in the battery compartment. Let's see if it's a bit more stable, and the intention is to try to take off kind of on the first attempt, like put full power, control with ailerons and rudder, and see if I can get it somehow to go straight and take off. And let's see if it doesn't hit one of those beautiful bales that we have now lying on the field. So a little bit nervous, what can I say? So this is not working very well. The propeller is coming off, but it's coming off with the whole mount into the engine. So never happened before. I'll try it once again. Let's see if I can put it in and it holds in, but I might need a spot of glue on that also, which I'm not very keen on because putting the super glue means you can't take things apart. Or I might try a hand launch. Let's see. That did not look good. I'm not sure if it's visible. It just nosed over. And let's see if it's another propeller gone. Nosed over, and this propeller is safe, that's good. And the other one has blown off. So I think the surface is too rough. It's not getting enough speed to be able to take off. So let's see if the hand launch works. So if the grass hadn't been cut, I would attempt maybe some gliding tests, but I have the feeling that one single gliding test will probably be the end of this. So I've put in the battery in again, I've connected the propeller, and I'm going to try to speed up, rev up as much as I can, and then do a hand launch, and let's see if it comes on the video. I have the feeling it's underpowered. Let's try it again. So no more attempts for today at least. As you might have seen, I launched it almost at maximum power. It glided a bit and then it crashed and nosed over, and in doing so it dislodged the gearbox and the engine, at least of the right engine. The left engine also seems to be pointing down a bit more than it should. I don't know if you can see it, but this is not something that I can fix so quickly and actually glue it in. So that's it for this experiment. So I'll try the Spitfire. Let's see if that one flies a bit better after the multiple fixes I've done. So as I can't call the Mosquito a success yet, I'm going to see if the Spitfire flies. It has had multiple crashes and major fixes, including one wing being basically torn off. So I'm going to see if I can get at least some flying time this early morning. Not looking too good, is it? Let's try it again. It seems to nose over, and the aileron is not picking up, or the elevator. So the elevator is a bit loose. I'm losing one of the hinges. Let's see. Third's the charm. No, this is not working, so calling it a day, I'm flying. See you. was clearly not a successful flying attempt. I'm not sure if you can be seen, but both propellers are somehow pointing down, which means that the gearbox that's holding the propeller is probably loose. This one is looser than this other one, but I probably have to take it apart and see how I can get in there and sticking the gearboxes, which is not going to be easy. First problem is that I glued the propeller on, so I can't take them off so easily, so I'll have to probably unscrew them. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I'll see how I can do that. Hopefully none of the metal parts of the gearbox are bent, because if so, then it's a major repair. Next problem I'm going to have is to open up the nacelles and see how I can stick in the gearboxes, which I'm not sure. I didn't prepare for that, so I might need to do some harder cutting and operation on the nacelles, which, in case you remember, they're pretty solid. I built them very solid to hold the impact, but I didn't count on the impact breaking the hold of the gearboxes. In overall, not a success, as I say, with the Mosquito. First problem, the runway is too rough, so even if I have relatively big wheels, maybe the model is too heavy, so it's not enough for it to pick up speed, and I think I caught it on camera, it did nose over. With the hand launch, maybe better, it did glide, so I think it is something flyable, but I have the feeling that it's underpowered, so either I did not go full power with the engine, which is possible, or with these huge nose caps, it's actually biting away into the aerodynamic power of the propellers and adding weight and also some vibration. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. What I'm considering is first take it off, let's see if I can fix the gearboxes, and then put on the regular propellers, let's say without the hubs, and see if I can somehow put the normal ones in, and these will be more efficient and lighter. So again, I might need to put in some weight in the nose to compensate for that, but I'm not sure. This is it's a bit of a disappointment, I'm going to say, but it's part of the whole thing, so I'm not complaining in any way. For me, it's important that this one is a success, because dependent on the success of this model, then the next big project will be coming up. I know what model I want to do. I'm not going to reveal it yet, because if this doesn't fly, then it might make big changes to the future plans of the next big project, which is also a twin engine, also a World War II, also an RAF. But let's see. If you can guess it, then let me know in the comments. I also tried to fly with a Spitfire. I hope I caught it there also. Also a bit of a disaster. The engine mount is still there, which is good. It's getting more and more crooked. It's getting war weary, I'm going to say it. I think the trim is maybe wrong. It really didn't fly at all. So that's also homework to do in the workshop, to get this one to fly again, because it has flown, right? And to get the Mosquito to fly at least a little bit. That would be a success. So anyhow, I leave it here, because I'm not sure when I'm going to have time to fix all this up, and I also have other projects to work on. Thank you everybody for watching. Stay tuned, and if you have any recommendations, for sure let me know. At this moment I do need help from anybody. Thank you, see you later.